Green flag goes down. Oh, and just trouble right from the word go with car number 301. Losing it on that turn, 732, and they're all in a mess on that first bend. The Starmen trying to come through, shoving and pushing their way through there very nicely. Meckel in car number 4, chasing the number 401 car all the way down the home straight of Barry Golding. Golding hanging on nicely and holding a tight inside line around turns 1 and 2 and moving very rapidly down the back straight, chasing Mark Simpson in car number 871. It's Simpson who could be on the receiving end of a little bit of bumper work in a moment. 559, Bert Finnegan is there as well by the look of it, as he slots through on the inside, and that indeed is the case. And Toon Schwitt in car number 30, that was the little one that we missed out at the back there. Sorry about that, Toon. Of course, a regular member of the English racing fraternity is Toon Schwitt. He comes from Dordrecht in the Netherlands, and of course he's a man who's won races over here. And number 9, Jamie Bagley, slotting in there nicely on the inside. 75, H75 in fact, right on the inside there. Terrell Young in car number 75, and he is moving quickly through there. Oh, and he gets a little smack of a bumper there, but the man who was dishing it out was Roy Perry in car number 630, but it didn't make any difference to Young at all, because he's still up there in that number 75 car. So there we are, 909, that's the man who's leading at the moment. Neil Horrell from Dungerswell in Devon, he's out in the lead. Car number 85 in that second place, and he'd already got the bit between his teeth before he even started at Mr. Dunford. So it's Dunford who goes into the lead in car number 85 from number 909. Seven, 3, 5, 7, 7, 1 and 301. Halfway next time, Mr. Starter. Oh, and there's a whole heap of trouble down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, including Simon Ricketts in car number 228. Ricketts is going to be one of the first to get restarted. Glenn Gregory was involved in number 75, and I think the other one could well be Paul McCrudden in car number 60. And Martin Heath, of course, in 242, and Martin's going to get done again, and whoops, straight across the track he goes, and straight into the arc on the inside of turns 3 and 4, and that's trouble 2, number 559, Bert Finnegan. Got the front end there knocked out. Bagley making a little bit of ground in car number 9. Still moving around here quite rapidly. Down that far side they go. 616. Nicely slotted in there. Whether he'll be in the places at the end of the day remains to be seen. That's Andy Foxwell. And it's 5 next time, Mr. Starter. So 5 laps to go next time round. Car number 46, he's there nicely as well. That's Cor Cuppin. Again from the Netherlands in car number 46, rattling his way around here very nicely indeed. Number 60 pulling off. Number 9 and 46 goes through. 75 Glenn Gregory likewise. Oh, and that's number 401 on the inside there. 454 and number 4 John Mickle. Off goes Neil. I'm showing car number 737. Barry Golding in car number 401, rocketing his way through there. Right. 909 and number 9. That's quite an interesting little combination, as you can see. Fighting for that second place. 85 goes through. Oh, but it's 909 and number 9, which are really very much in contention for second place into turns 1 and 2. The 909 car of Neil Horrell holding off Bagley in car number 9. Bagley, will he don't lose the bumper on that turn? Yes, he does. Wallop it goes in. Horrell goes wide, and Bagley comes in nicely through there. That's what it's all about. He's now in second place in car number 9. And who's that in third place? It looks like number 46, Cork Cuppin. I think he could well be there in that third position. Yes, little voice or another head side of me, so it's Cork Cuppin from the Netherlands in that third place as the checkered flag goes down. It's Colin Dunford who takes it in car number 85. Second man through is Jamie Bagley in car number 9 and Cork Cuppin in car number 46 in that third place. Not a bad little effort at all. Okay, Mr. Starter, reds if you would please. And a call please for all Formula One drivers, this side of the stadium, gentlemen. You're next on the programme, please. Then, ladies and gentlemen, you can see him on the back of the pace car, driving car number 85 to victory, Colin Dunford. Into life as they go chatting down that far side. Paul Tully, remember, at the back in car number 44, so it'll be interesting to see how Hansen, just look at the way these starmen are blasting their way around here. David Torsten on the far side in car number 86, getting settling down in practice rather well. Jamie Davison in 464, getting a little nudge from Murray Harrison in car number 97 into the home straight away. And it's Torsten on the outside with Ray Witts in car number 80 settling in nicely. Several of these lads going to Barlow once they finish racing here. Car number 1, 2, 3 goes by, so does Rob Linton in car number 50, it's 377, Michael Storey leading. And that was Michael Smith, I think, in car number 393, who was doing all sorts of strange things there. Looked as if he was going over for a little bit. Michael Smith obviously got a problem over on that far side after that slight little bit of trouble up there, but he's all okay as far as driver's concerned, and that's really what it's all about when it comes to it. So let's see what else is happening. Car number 447 looking for a chance down there to join him by the look of it. David Hopkins in car number 447. 97 Murray Harrison fighting it up warp, and just trouble on this turn here, but all the cars are aware that it's there. Car number 395 Steve Bull just winding it up a little bit there and hoping to get a little bit further the contention. Witts is certainly going car number 80, 41 Gareth Bott and Murray Harrison in car number 97 chasing, and Chris Lloyd. Honker tight inside line all the way down the home straight and refusing to allow Murray Harrison to go through. Shuts the door nicely on Harrison. Harrison winds it up down the back straight in a hope to get close enough to Chris Lloyd in car number 284, but it doesn't quite happen for him. These cars well spread, but we've already seen plenty of use of the front bumper, which after all is what it's all about. Michael Storey is still in the lead last time round. See if that's the case as they come through again. And indeed it is. Storey still there. It looks as if Brandon Marlowe, and it's halfway next time, Mr. Starter, and looks as if Brandon Marlowe might well be the man in second place in car number 496. He goes charging down the far side. Marlowe comes through to take the lead. Brandon Marlowe in car number 496 takes the lead from Michael Storey in car number 377 in that second place then. But it looks as if in third position we've got Jamie Davis in car number 464 and Ray Witts in car number 180. Witts has just dived underneath the back marker there of the number 395 car of Steve Bull, and Keith Chambers has followed him through. Trouble for Davidson down there. Witts is involved as well, and here's the man who's come charging through. And that was Ray Witts in car number 250, seized the opportunity there, saw what was happening in front of him, read the track well and went through, moved up a couple of places. Davidson now right back on form in car number 464, and Paul Harrison having a spot of bother, and there's Witts having a go at Chambers, pushing Chambers wide on turns 3 and 4 with 5 next time, Mr. Starter, and Witts really hammering his way through nicely in that 180 car. Over on the far side it's Brandon Marlowe in car number 496, he's the man who's leading the pack all the way down that far side. In that second position it could well be Jamie Davis in car number 464, and then comes Ray Witts in car number 180, and Witts is really blasting his way around, no doubt about that. He's lining up and going to have a go surely now, any moment now on the 464 car of Jamie Davison, pushing him a little bit wide on turns 1 and 2. Davison goes out wide, Paul Harrison goes through as well, and so does Witts in car number 180. Meanwhile back up front it's still Brandon Marlowe in car number 496 leading the pack with Witts in pursuit. Oh, and Witts gets a little clip there. If the Armco, and that might well have put him offline. Harrison trying desperately to get through on the inside. Witts doing his best to hold him off as they go down that back straight. And it looks as if Harrison's going to nip through on the underside of Witts, and in that he does. He moves up into second place, and Witts comes back into third position. And Keith Chambers is right behind him in car number 250. And then comes Gareth Bott in car number 41, and Chris Lloyd in car number 284. And they're moving very, very rapidly around here at all. Davison slow right down in car number 464. But in the closing stages of this event, it's Brandon Marlowe in car number 496 who comes out of that turn, chasing the back markers. Tristan May. Then we've got number 2, Paul Harrison, car number 180 and 250. Oh, wallop, is it going to go in there as Chambers puts it in? Yes, it does. And Chambers puts it in on Witts. Witts goes out wide. Chambers dives through, and Witts could return the compliment on this turn. He doesn't quite get close enough. Bott, meanwhile, is also coming up close in car number 41. But it's all eyes on the man who's leading the pack. 496, Brandon Marlowe, driving that car extremely well down the back straight. Looks as if it's down the back straight for the last time for this one. Dave Hopkins pulls off in car number 447. It's checkered flag time. Is he coming through? Making hard work of it in the final stages, but Marlowe goes through in car number 496, followed by Paul Harrison in car number 2, who gets clobbered right on the line there, but still, obviously the race is still on until that red goes out. Chambers putting on a good show indeed in car number 250, as was Witts in car number 180. Those two in particular were moving around at a very, very rapid pace indeed. One or two more to come through. That'll do us, Mr. Starter. First event for the Formula 1 stock cars. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. That's not a bad start to the evening for Brandon Marlowe, car number 496. Yeah, John Fortune in car number 964 from Midlothian. Right, they go first time. Right, and one departed even before he started over on that far side. So they're all moving around here very rapidly indeed. Again, the Starmen having all the work to do in this big field of 33 cars on the grid in heat 3 for these Formula 2s. Down. And there's a little bit of slipping and sliding on that far side there. Oops, and yes, it had to happen. Looks as if car number 464 was the one that's walloped in there in the end. And if that's us, that was Robin Drysdale, already aforementioned, from Fife. Looks as if the driver's all okay and drives Taylor well. And have we got a problem? Yes, we've got the flag above the head. Wave yellows, Mr. Starter, please. Right, ready and restart, Mr. Starter. We're only on the second lap. Ready and restart. There in car number 572. Here comes from Froome in Somerset. Oh, and they're going to go, and they do. Still 30 of them out there, so it should be quite interesting. Get down there. Oh, the home straight, 152, big sort of then hammering his way down that home straight. My goodness me, from 557, there's a whole heap of cars. Ups and up and over they go. He's sort of through, can't see whether he is or not. Doesn't look as if he is. He's one of them in that little mess up there, and he was going so well until then. Are they going to sort themselves out? Well, at least there's a way through, despite the number of cars up there. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them there, all struggling to get through. But from an extremely fast and good start, Mick sort of gets himself caught up there. And let's see who's doing what over here on the home straight and the lead car. 656 the lead car then at the moment, Mr. Starter. Tony Morrill from Durham. He's in the lead. In fact, 869 is now taken over. Andy Alcock. So it's Alcock in car number 869 over on that far side, belting down that back straight. Still a lot of them in the running. Car number 124 easing off down there. Daniel Rutherford in car number 124. Andy Alcock in car number 869, 368 and 396. 591 and 124, 235, 54 and 170. Still trying to break free, some of them over on that far side, but that's not yet succeeded. Wallop into the fence, go two of them down here. Marshall. Oh, we've got a problem, Mr. Starter. Wave yellows. Another problem over on that far corner. It'll be single file situation, Mr. Starter, and your leader is 8. Single file situation, 869, your leader. Okay, we get the race underway again, having started them in single file over the remaining distance. A little bit of oil on the track, which has been dried out down there. That dust will soon go away. And again, they're now flying around here extremely quickly indeed. Down the back straight. Will there any bumpers be going in? Well, they're certainly moving here. The leader comes out of that turn, and it's 396 by the look of it from Andy Alcock in 869 in that second position. A bit further down the field, 464 is the man who's getting in there, and that's somebody else in trouble down there. Just see who was that car, 464. Robin Drysdale there doing his best to make up ground, and he's certainly motoring down that back straight. Is anybody going to risk challenging him at the halfway next time, Mr. Starter? 396 your leader, Mr. Starter. 396 your leader. And that's the car that's moving very, very quickly indeed around here. 761 is pulling off to the safety of the centre. There's the 396 car walloping his way down there from Andy Alcock in 869, 235 and 391. Down that back straight they go again. 396 in. Andy Alcock in the next position, car number 869. Oh, and there's somebody there. And that's somebody that's blown, I think, up there in a big way. It comes to a very sudden halt and leaves a cloud of smoke and steam behind him. Still, the 396 car. With 5 next time, Mr. Starner. Brian Barlow in car number 396 from Nottingham heads the field, and a very substantial lead he has. Looks as if it could be 1-2-4, who's moved up into second position at the moment. 1-2-4. Daniel Rutherford from Thetford. That's the man in, and then Andy Alcock in third position, 591. John Lawrence, that could well be. Computerised type numbers on the car, which don't really help, particularly in an evening meeting, but never mind. We'll sort it out in the end. 869 Andy Alcock and 597 there, or 591, whichever it is. We'll sort it out. 591 John Lawrence from Hitchin by the look of it. So 3 laps to go for the lead car, and all credit to this man, 396. Brian Barlow, he's really put it around well, opened up a little bit of a gap, made himself very comfortable. The man who is doing his best to narrow the distance between first and second places is Daniel Rutherford in car number 124, and although he's moving around here very rapidly, he's not going to close up on the man who's in the lead. Mark Green goes by in 365, 658 car with a for sale sign on it. It could be that the Dean Mason outfit has moved up into the third place. So, as the last lap board goes out, 396. Brian Barlow goes in there. And all credit to the number 464 car of Robin Drysdale. He's certainly putting it about a bit. He's just had a little go, in fact, to one of the cars. There's the checker flag. It goes down in 396, and watching Drysdale go down there, he's just pushed car number 869 very, very wide as well. Wasn't going to be slowed down by him, and as a result of that, he could well have moved up a couple of places on that very last lap. We'll certainly be checking that off very shortly. 2 lap scorers on duty tonight, so we shouldn't have too many problems, and there'll be a third available tomorrow on an independent basis. That'll do us, Mr. Starner. Thank you. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There he is, the man with the trophy and the checkered flag. I think he'll be quite pleased about that. From Nottingham, 396, Brian Barlow. As they come blasting down here under the lights, down the street, getting themselves sorted slowly but surely. And it's Michael Storey in 377, and 395 in that second position. Steve Bull, early stages, of course. Starmen no doubt begin to make ground. It's Gareth Bott, in fact, the first of the Starmen in car number 41, right up on the inside of those blue tops, and he's now going to go marching through. Chris Lloyd's just behind him in car number 284, but it's still Michael Storey in 377. Bumpers going in very hard there on that turn. Gareth Bott in car number 41. Ray Witts, just look at the way Witts has moved down that straight, following Bott all the way down there. We've got problems on that top turn. 3 of them involved there, but getting back to the racing, because these star men are sticking that front end in to very good effect tonight. But in fact could well be on the receiving end from a little Witts smack in a moment. They gradually sort themselves out on turns 1 and 2. Andy Keltry, car number 222, is right in the middle of it. And Chambers was involved as well in 250. Still Storey in the lead in car number 377. From 395, Steve Bull. Oh, and that was Witz by the look of it, who got right up in the air there. Front end went right up in the air. He lost a little bit of ground, and in fact that hasn't done him any good at all, as you can see. Slowed right down as he was doing so well. Off goes Chambers, he car number 250. Jamie Davis in 464 chasing the... keeping an eye on that one up there. Just a flashback in the... and Witz has got a problem by the look of it, car number 180, leaving a trail of smoke all the way down there, but still moving very, very quickly indeed. It is in fact a tyre that's creating the problem there. So down that back straight, who's in the lead as they come out of that tin? And it's 41, Gareth Butler who's taken over now. Halfway next time, Mr. Starter, with Gareth Butler in the lead from Junior Wayman in 515 in that second position, and the Starmen are really pacing their way around here. It looks like Jamie Davis in third place in car number 464, and Paul Harrison's departed in car number 2. The leader, Gareth Butler, car number 41, chasing him all the way, Junior Wayman in 515. And away he goes, no problem there. So, just a little flame out up there on the track, but looks as if everybody else is all okay, so we continue racing. We're into the second half of this one. Waywitz, in fact, now pulling off in car number 180, but my goodness me, was that car showing its places in fine form indeed. It's 5 next time, next to Starter. Gary Bott in car number 41, then Gaz Bott in car number 41, the leader from 515, Junior Wayman in second place. Jamie Davis is third in 464. Paul Harrison goes slamming his way down there in car number 2. But is he in the placings? We just have to wait and see. Andy Keltry, car number 222, pulls off to the safety of the centre. Dorwell struggling a bit in car number 375, and now we'll keep our eyes on Bott in car number 41 and Wayman in 515 as those two go through there. 464 in that third position. Paul Harrison moving around there nicely in car number 2. Really have a go at the rear end of the Jamie Davison car number 464 before the checker goes down. But really flying down that back straight. So Junior Wayman in 515, 464. Jamie Davidson still being pressured all the way around by Paul Harrison in car number 2. And as they come out of that turn, now the next positions, who's filling them? Well, it could be Dobbin. We'll have to wait just to see if in fact Harrison's going to have a go. He tries to get on the inside of Davidson and leaves it very late, but it saw him through. He moved up a place by the look of it, Paul in car number 2. Nice bit of driving, seized the opportunity, dived through, left it very late, got away with it. And they're coming through now anytime on the last lap. Gareth Bott in car number 41, round turn 4 for the last but one time. He enters into his final lap. Harrison in that third position with Jamie Davison chasing him all the way in 464. Will Davison have a go at the end of the home straight? We're just going to see if he does. No. So coming out of that turn, Gaz Bott in car number 41 crosses the line first. Junior Wayman in 515. Paul Harrison in car number 2 and 464. Jamie Davison. That'll do us, Mr. Snyder, thank you. Driving the number 41 car to victory in that event. Okay, down goes the green flag. We're underway, and already there's somebody in trouble down there before. Oh, and another one. They're all skating all over the place down on that turn. 1, 2, 3 of them all piled up high. Just have a look to see if drivers are all okay. It would appear that they are. So, there we go. Sparks flying. Is that an indication that somebody's lost a wheel? Well, perhaps just... so. So we're just concerned that we have actually found the lost wheel, so we know that it's safely out of the way. We can get back to seeing what's actually on the racing. So let's see who's doing what. It's 580, Mr. Starter. That's the one. Mark Hale in the lead. Car number 580. Car number 736 moving rapidly down there. That's Brian Millis, I think. Car number 736. But just check that as they come through. 259 and 532, virtually side by side down there. And somebody's going to go on that turn. A little bit of shoving out, and it was Simon Parrington, I think, in 259, who was forced to the outside of the circuit. Just look at him going in there, moving again very, very quickly. And somebody's going to get a shove out there, all right, and it does go in the outside. Oh, and somebody's gone straight the way around. That was Dazra, I think, over on the far side in 318, who was pirouetting in his own length right by the pit gate. He's all okay, still racing in the right direction, but that's quite spectacular for a moment or two. 186 there, getting a helping hand around that turn. And he too is forced to the outside in a great clutch of cars as they roar down there. It's halfway next time, Mr. Starter. So the halfway stage, and it's still number 580 car last time round who's in the lead. Here he comes out of turn 4. The C grader in the lead. Mark Hale in car number 580, but she's 362 right behind him. So you can see now that the pressures are coming on as Dave Harley from Swaddling Coat, car number 362, does his best to get into contention with Hale. They're very, very close as they go down that back straight. And in fact, it's Harley who goes on the outside and he's shoved the lead car right out, which is what it's all about. And it's Dave Harley, by the look of it, in car number 362, it takes over. And Mark Hale there was trying to straighten up, and how on earth he got away with that, well, that will remain one of the stock cars' mystery. Martin Heath is getting stuck in as well a little bit further down in car number 242. The car in front of him certainly had a good old whack then as they went down the home straight into turns 1 and 2. It's 5 next time, Mr. Starter. So with 5 laps to go, will the lead change at all? Well, it all might, you never know. We've already seen it change 2 or 3 times in this one. And it could well change again before the checker flag goes down. In this, the first of the 2 consolations for the Formula 2 stock cars. 301 has now moved up into second place. That's Mark Wareham from Richmond in car number 301, moved up into that second place. 362 coming out of that turn. It might well be a little bit slippy on that turn. Are we going to get a change again? We are indeed, because it's 301 by the look of it. Mark Wareham was going to take over, and the second place man gave him on cloud there, tried to move him aside. It didn't quite happen for him. It was Dave Harley in 362. He's going to have another go straight on the inside, and they're both going out? No, they're not. He took him out, and it's 362 has gone back into the lead. Those two are really having a go. Dave Harley in car number 362 really having a go, particularly with Mark Wareham in car number 301. And those two are really showing what stock car racing is all about. Is it going to happen again? It is. Bob, in goes that front end. The closing stages of this one, and again it changes as the leader coming back on the inside is Wareham in 301. But 362, Dave Harley is the man who's going to find his way back all the way through there. It looks as if we might have a problem on that top turn, Mr. Starter. Okay, and in fact, Mr. Starter, we're into the 3/4 distance, so reds, please. So we've had the yellows go out in with less than 5 to go, so that means that the result is declared at the time of the stoppage. Out go the reds. There we go then, ladies and gentlemen. As usual, please, a nice round of applause for the winner of that event, 362, Dave Harley. far side and getting themselves sorted out down there. Whoops, and that's Toon Schut. Look at Toon Schut, the Dutchman there in car number 30, and he really did leather it down that back straight. And straight in, my goodness me, that was a bit close as well, and that was 395. In fact, he did all sorts of strange things. But it looks as if he's coming back into the picture, which indeed he is, the 395 car. Around they come again, 909, Hole is there, 534, 441 and 365. And Toon Schut really is hammering it around there in no uncertain manner at all. And he's very well placed, and that's, goodness me, he's a big sorter right behind him in car number 152, which could make life difficult, because those two lads have certainly had some very quick races and some quite lively ones as well, particularly here at Northampton. So, we've got car number 60 there, and moving off. A whole heap of trouble, Palmer Crudden. So something nasty's happened to him. Anyway, he gets his car off the raceway, and no serious problems yet again. So, Toon Schut straight away down the inside again, holding his line nicely. 909. 909, the lead car. Neil Horrell. Toon Schut moving up into second place. 152, mixed order diving round there as well in pursuit of Toon Schut. Schut rattling his way around there extremely quickly indeed. Oops. Ooh, and that was a bit close as well. Halfway next time, Mr. Starter. And in fact, Bert Finnegan tangled there with the number 441 car. It looked a little bit dodgy for a moment, but he got away with it. Just about. And that was Jason Green in car number 441, who comes from Boston, Lincolnshire. So it's 909, the leader, but possibly not for very much longer, as Toon Schut from the Netherlands, in fact, looks to move down there. And just look at this. Now this could be interesting. We're into the second half of this event, and now it's Toon Schut in car number 30 and Nick Sauber in car number 152. Both of these lads will be certainly in competition on a much more serious note tomorrow afternoon. 30 and 152, around their corner they come again, chasing each other strongly as they come into the home straight, going down into turns 1 and 2. It's Toon Schut from the Netherlands, right behind him from Stevenage in the UK, Mick Sword in car number 152. Will the Sword outfit be able to reel him in? Still plenty of time for them to do so as they come around this corner again. 4 next time, Mr. Starter, 4 next time. Thank you. So, with 4 laps to go next time, it's still Toon Schut in car number 30. Tanks his car down the home straightaway. Into the 3 and 4 again. Well, this could be interesting. Coming up against back markers who so very often do tend to influence a race, but it doesn't look as if they're going to this time. Those back markers seem to peel aside as the Flying Dutchman goes belting down the back straightaway. 2 laps to go. Still Toon Schut in car number 30. Soaring 152. As we said, both of those in competition in the big race tomorrow. There he goes, 30 and 152 on the last lap. Bert Finnegan isn't doing too badly either in car number 559 by any means, considering he's considered to be a shale exponent rather than tarmac. There's the checker, the Dutchman wins in car number 30 from Soaring 152. 198, and I rather think that Finnegan will be in 4th place in car number 559, which has in fact been confirmed quite quickly, subject of course to the usual check of the charts. One or two more to come across the line. That'll do us. Thank you once again, Ian. Ready to forward. From the Netherlands, ladies and gentlemen, there he is, Toon Schut. David Tilson pulling off by the look of it in car number 86. Green flag goes down and we're underway. The third third race for the Formula One stock cars of the evening. So, down that far side they go. Slipping and sliding down there with that. Oh, and that's three of them in a bit of a heat there. Interesting to see who it was. It might well have been Chambers who was involved in car number 250 on that occasion. So, Gareth Button, car number 41, moving on the inside there, and very quick burst of power down that far side. Which flying around there. Oh, and away goes Harrison into the fence. And that. So one was sliding in there, a little bit of bumper work on that turn, which put pay to Gaz Bott. However, Gaz rejoins, perhaps possibly about a lap or so down. So back to see who's doing that up front. Car number 50 there, Rob Linton. Goes polling down the home straight. It looks as if David Toulson might well be try and join in, which as we're still into the first half he can. Certainly the car was moving then. Nevertheless, we'll wait to see what's going to happen. Michael Story in car number 377. He goes through. Ooh, 97, Murray Harrison skims through the... Oh, and Witz is lots it there. Straight on the inside he went. He's taken Murray Harrison with him. That looked a little bit dodgy for the moment or two, and he was all okay. It was their great flash fire from beneath the sun, but they all get restarted again. It's halfway next time, Mr. Starter. So, the halfway stage, still Michael Story in car number 377. Leading the pack into the halfway. And 496 has taken over, Mr. Starter. Orlando Marlowe in car number 496 moves down that far side, having passed Michael Story in 377. But Michael again hanging in there very nicely indeed. Oh, and there's three-star men really going, and Story in fact gets caught up there, which wasn't a surprise at all, because there was three-star men all just in position, including Paul Harrison in car number 2, Jamie Davison in 464, and Junior Wayman, I think that is, in 515, and indeed it is, and smack, in goes the bumper again, and straight through they go again, with 5 next time, Mr. Starler. He's okay, Ian. Just keeping a watchful eye on that situation. So the wave yellows go out. .496 your leader, Mr. Starter.
You've gone lap 10. Lap 10. No, stop it on lap 10.
So we bring them to a halt, single file. Whoops. Get that little situation sorted if we can down there rapidly. Okay, they go. And that's it, you've got it, Mr. Starter. Oops. David Toulson there, along with Chris Brox up in car number 338. Yep. So we're in the closing stage of this one. That's look at these two, 515, Jenny Wayman in the leader on the closing stages of this one. Paul Harrison in car number 2 and Jamie Davison in 464. Breaks going on there, and Harrison is forced out wide this time by Davison in 464, and they really are going in. Chambers driving on It's Srini Wayman on the far side in 515. Leading the pack from Jamie Davis in 464. And Paul Harrison goes straight in on Chambers. Pushes him out wide. Is he wide enough for Harrison to come through? Outside that instance, is he going to have another go? Those two really having a digging on between themselves. It's Srini Wayman in 515 over on that far side. From Jamie Davis in car number 464. Straight in and away goes Chambers again in car number 250. Chicken flag goes down. Harrison moves up. And my goodness me, we saw some Formula 1 stock car racing throughout that event. With bumpers going in quite hard on several occasions. Not bad. Hello, Lewis, Mr. Starter. Final lane gets underway. Somebody else departed on that top turn. Down that far side they go. Seven, 3, 6, 3, 62, 6, 5, 1, 6, 1, 6 and 3, 0, 1. 4-0 Barry Golden goes down there from 6.58. All of them in a bit of a heat there. 616, 301, 73, 639, 685 and 591. Oh, and round goes number 124. That could be a little bit dodgy. Cars whipping by both sides there. Are they going to break free? We hope they are. Keeping a close eye on things down there. Wave yellows, Mr. Starter. Okay, reds, please, restart. Once again, the Formula 2s over the full distance, those that are able, after that starts by the bother down here. Racing on the full 20 laps, and there's still plenty of cars out there to provide more than enough action. One stuck right in the middle of the track down there, as you can see. Let's hope that he can fire it up and move it away. Yes, he has. So, in actual fact, the track is clear of debris or any serious problems. So, Tony Schutt in car number 30 there, roaring down the home straight very, very quickly indeed. Somebody else disappeared down there. Looks like one of the Starmen who lost it. So we're keeping an eye on actually who's doing what. And the leader goes through again. And it's 909 the leader, Mr. Starter. 909 down that far side. Neil Horrell in car number 909 coming out of that turn. 301. Looks as if 301 Mark Warren could well be in that second position. As they move very quickly down there, and that looks as if it is indeed the case with 362 last time round in third place. Down the home straight away they come, first, second, third and fourth. 454 car is certainly there, that's Ian Gardner. And whop, in it goes on the leader down there, really hard. And that was Mark Wareham, I think, in car number 301, who actually smacked it in really hard. Neil Howell in car number 909. Big pack of cars going down that back straight under the lights down into 3 and 4. And something's going to go. Oh, and it does. Straight in. Very, very hard indeed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn should involved there. All sorts of things happening on that turn. Turn should come straight back in car number 30. And there's cars moving down there which suggests that there is also a way through. And 909 has gone back into the lead. So already things happening. 55 goes through there as well. That's Seth Van Dal. And he's still there by the look of it. Sorry, we just checked it through. So it's... And it's 5 next time, Mr. Starter. Oh, sorry, halfway next time. We get it right. Halfway next time. So... Tone shot goes by, trying to make up ground. 3:01. Mark William goes through. And interested to see what's going to happen as they sort themselves out down that back straight. There's still a lot of cars moving around here. 15. Steve Green could be the one. So it looks like Steve Green from Bedworth in car number 15, Mr. Sada, who's leading the pack down that far straight. Out of that turn, there's Mark William down by 3:01. Steve Green in car number 15. 909's got to be still in the places, I rather think. Barry Gold in 2 will be winding it up nicely. In 2, the first and second turns, misses the car in front, which looks as if he was going to have a go at, which was Dean Mason, car number 658. Bang, that's... goes in on that turn there, and who was that? That in fact was Mickle in car number 4 by the look of it, who cracked it in there quite hard. Oh, went straight. 75, that was departing down there. It's 5 next time, Mr. Starter, so that was Johan de Jong in car number 875, shoved out over on the far side. So it's 5 laps to go this time round. $15. Still cars moving very, very quickly around here. 464 goes through, Robin Drysdale. Whoops, and somebody's gone in quite hard there. So who's gone over now? Oh. Still number 15, I think. In the closing stages of this one, there's still a lot of cars moving around there, some of them limp. Oh, and off goes 454 all of a sudden. 658 in second place. Whoops, and one almost over. Don't think he's actually gone, or has he? No, not quite. But right in the middle of turns 1 and 2 was that slight spot above there, but it looks as if we're all okay. See the race through to the end. Mickle in car number 4 still making progress. He holds it tight inside there very well. Tone Schutz in car number 30 being chased by the man immediately behind him. I'm wondering if the bumpers will go in. Now on the last lap, and just look at this, because they're right on the last lap, 15, and are we going to get a change? It looks as if we might on that last whoop. In it goes right on the last lap, and will it make a difference? A beautiful move, and it could well be Greeny who's coming through, and car number 15 does it. 658, Dean Mason stripped through on the inside of the back straight, and Green really popped it in beautifully. So a fine finish to that race, subject of course to the check of the charts. That'll do us, Mr. Starter. Reds, please.
Close contention all evening. We've got these cars around the rolling lap, 16 laps, and it's over to the control of Mr. Starter, Ian Storer. Junior Wayman takes him across the start-finish line first of all. Here comes the fast boys from the back of the grid. Blue top driver Mike Smith, 393, under pressure from Murray Harrison down the back straight. Harrison nips through the gap on the inside, followed through that gap by 41 Gareth Bott. And Chambers also moving up well through the places. Comes back at the good start. Britt's also well positioned, but back at the front. As Junior pulls away, it's 375, your lead car. Burrell leading. Good drive. This is second place by Bull, 395, Norwich driver. Hayes in third. Gaspot's already moving well into places. Murray Harrison trying to keep pace with Gareth Bott. Chambers also up there and running. Paul Harrison had a good race in the finals, coming through now. That's car number 2 on the back bumper of Keith Chambers. Sparks fire there on the back bend. Murray Harrison feels the front bumper there of Keith Chambers. Junior's trying to make his lap handicap up, and it's still 375. Pete Durrell in the lead. Gareth Bott now up into second position. Harrison again gets tapped wide. Chambers moves through. Paul Harrison follows in through. Ray Witt's also well placed. Coulson's in front of fellow North East driver Mike Smith, 393. And there's a change in lead. It's now Gareth Bott in the lead. So let's move towards the second half of this race. The new leaders, car number 41, Gareth Bott. Second place now is Pete Durrell, 375, 250, Keith Chambers in third. And then number 2, Paul Harrison. 97, Murray Harrison next with Ray Witt's just behind 182. It's half distance next time as the starter. So this time around, Gareth Bott will be showing the Union Jack to signify half distance. Battle for second place between Chambers and Paul Harrison. Harrison just drifts slightly wide there. Chambers doesn't go through, still sits in third position. Again, those two cars close up on that bottom bend. Harrison fighting off the challenge from Chambers. Meanwhile, Bott's still out in front. Got himself a good lead now. Look at the back marks in front of him. I don't think they'll push for too much of a problem. Humphries going in there as Morales is under pressure now from Labour as they go down the back straight once more. Still Bott in the lead. Here comes the battle in the second place. Harrison now has got a bit of breathing space from Chambers, and it's 5 to go next time. Fireball comes out. Witts and Harrison having their duel on the back straight. Witts in front, and as Witts goes wide, Pete Durrell dives through. Witts almost gets nudged towards the Armco. Back in second place, Harrison still going quite well, moves inside 2 back markers. Chambers closing up as best he can. That's got this one in the leg at the front. But this battle a place in the top 5. Harrison falls wide once more on that bottom bend. And yellow top driver, Pete Durrell still not out the running. He's keeping well placed with these top drivers. And so too now, Toulson's closing up with Mike Smith with closeness, and then Junior Wayman. So that ball being prepared this time around. Gareth Bott telling us 2 laps to go. Second across the line comes Paul Harrison. He's opened himself just a bit of space now between himself and third place runner Keith Chambers. This has come through into 4th position. Harrison demoted back into 5th. And the last lap ball goes out. Gaspot can now begin to ease off the accelerator. He's going down the back straight for the last time. Just turns 3 and 4 to complete. Checker flag is just ready to be shown. This time around, here he comes. Gareth Bott wins the Grand National race. Second across the line comes Paul Harrison. Third is 250 Keith Chambers. Couple of back mark right top drivers there. Next is 180 Ray Witts. Junior comes through to finish in 5th position. Here then go, Mr. Starter. That'll do us. Red flags please, red lights. That's the end of the Grand National heat. One of that race, Gareth Bott. One more win there on tarmac. Cars out on track will be the Formula 2s next for the Formula 2 Grand National. And then the meeting will be brought to a close with an Elter Skater event. That's the last event of the night. Formula 1 Helter Skelter. Checkered flag and trophy goes to Gareth Bott, winner of the Grand National race. Climbs aboard the pace car. Show your appreciation, please. Round of applause. Grand National winner 41, Gareth Bott. all. Stuart McNabb, 67, is also up there. A recent addition to the Formula 2 ranks. He's got 630 Roy Perry on his back bumper. This is the first lap of the race. Andy Carlisle, 334. Two cars go. Fence was there, 228 Simon Ricketts and 616 Andy Foxall. Already from the back of the grid, 152. Mick Saunders making good progress, so too is Dean Mason, 658. Slips inside the 532 car of Steve Patterson as they come down the home straight once more. Finnegan yet to make any real impact in this race. He's circulating just in front of Mikel, car number 4. And it's 580, still your lead car. Looks like Mark Ware and 301's making good progress, moves up into his second position. 365 Mark Green from Bristol's back in third. Roy Perry, 630, fourth place driver. Then it's McNabb. Then it's Canham, 351. Toon Schutt going quite well. Under pressure from Sauder there in that bottom bend. Mason's also amongst that battle at this moment from the minor place, and I'm sure that's how it'll finish up. Schutt gets forced off the racing line, and Mason comes through. Those three red tops coming through, both on the back of the field. Mason's got himself a bit of a break, and there seems to be a bit of a problem there between Sauder and Schutt. Cut right across Schutt on that bottom bend. I think there's a bit of cat and mouse here going on between those two drivers. Billy Peters also involved in this battle. But I think it's worth keeping your eyes on this little scrap there down the back straight. Bumper goes in there. It's hard to go half distance next time it's the start, and it's 301. Your lead car. 75 sitting in second position, 351 in third. 658 got himself a bit of a gap there. As Schutt and Sauder decided to dice, have their own little battle during that race. Sauder's now parked up on the infield. Finnegan still lapping, but not too well placed up amongst the leaders. So it's 301 out in front. Jerome de Jong in second position, that's the H75 car, and it's 5 to go next time. So first place is 301 down the back straight, second place is H75 de Jong. Coming up into third now is 658 Dave Mason. So 5 laps to go this time around. That's the battle for the lead placings. Where a former Formula 1 stock car driver got himself a good lead this time. But I think this Dutch driver is going to put the bumper in. And for sure, I'm sure Dave Mason will. Those three lapping together now with less than 4 laps to go. Bumper goes in from Mason. Forces De Jong off the racing line. Moves up into second position. Where a former red top driver in the Formula 1 ranks, assuming the pressure for that lead position. But Mason's lost it on that bottom bend. The Dutch driver goes climbing across the front bonnet. And that's given Worm just the chance he needed as it comes to be shown the 2 laps to go board this time around. Wareham thought he was going to have some back bumper treatment, but it wasn't to be as Wareham pulls away clear. Tangle there between second and third place drivers. 1.5 laps left remaining, and Wareham's now clear of the field. Looks like Callum's in second position, that's car 351. Schutt's in third. Looks like Mason recovered to keep lapping in fourth position. But less than half a lap to go now. Passing back Markham McNabb on the back straight. Goes into turn number 3 and 4 for the last time. Takes the checkered flag. 301 Mark Wareham's the winner of this race. Second across the line, Callum 351. Schutt looks like he's come through into third position after his altercation with Sauder during half distance. Mason possibly in fourth. Peters, car number 24. Looks like he's finished in the top 5. For some reason, Schutt's closed right down, shut off the accelerator. Keep them going with starter. No, that'll do us. We've got sufficient cars across the line, first to 10th place. Red flags. Quick photograph.
Rob Linton out there in car number 50. From Tristan May, car number 27. 97 Murray Harrison, 393 Michael Smith. Those starmen, and Junior Wayman had looked as if he was going to have another little nibble at the back end of that number 2 car. Didn't quite happen, but there's still time. So it's number 50. Rob Linton in the lead at the moment, comes out of that turn. With Tristan May, car number 27, and 97 Murray Harrison. It's 5 next time, Mr. Starter. So... goes out, Rob Linton in car number 50. Still Linton and Murray Harrison in car number 97, and I get a little bit close up front in the last 5 laps or so. Those starmen are still neatly neat all the way around there. Now then, Linton in car number 50, with Murray Harrison getting a little bit close. Linton goes a little bit out wide. Harrison takes over. A little nudge there again. Oh my goodness me! Ray Rich there, right out there. Outside, poor Harrison's going to try and get through on the inside. Oh, and away goes Linton. And Michael Smith's having a go at Harrison in car number 97. Last lap board going out. And look at Junior Wayman suddenly bursting through. Happen on the last bend as Wayman winding up is trying. Oh, he's had a go, and he's going to take him right on the very last bend. Junior Wayman in 515, Murray Harrison in 97, 393. Well, once again, not a lot of cars, but plenty of action. Well done to the Formula Ones, who have certainly been okay tonight. So, that'll do us, Ian. Thank you. Reds, please.
Absolutely tremendous.
26 cars on the grid, the race over 16 laps. INS and Clinic Autos Autobahn, deze race gaat over 16 ronden. Green flag goes down, heat 1 gets underway. Lots of them out there, 26 in back, 362, 909 and 580. Mark Hale leading down. There's problems already in car number 178. He's come to grief on that second and third bend right in the middle of the track. Can he get it fired up before he moves away? There's Paul Galvin back from Jimmy He does, and 761 has pulled off in the very early stages, but he's about to rejoin on the home straight. Here's the leaders go through again. Mark Hale in car number 580, chasing the number 362 car, which was in the lead position, gets nudged by the guy that's just come back on, which was Dennis Wood in car 361, and in fact then claps the fence over on the far side. So it's 362 across the back straight there, into the fence. Looks as if the rest of the field hopefully will stay out of his way. Looks as if the driver's all right, and in actual fact Marshall's right on the spot, as you can see, all the way round. Car number 909, that's the one that's leading last time round, and here he comes out of turn 4. Neil Horrell from Dunkersville in car number 909 in the lead from Mark Hale in car number 580. And 580, Mark Hale in that second position, 656 in third position by the look of it as they go around that turn. Long way to go yet, anything could happen. There could be one or two surprises in store before that checker flag goes down. 651, Jimmy Earl moving nicely down the outside of the back straight, not giving anything away as he chases the tail end of the 591 car. And number 15, Steve Green, the winner of last night's final, pulls off early in the proceedings as far as this one's concerned. Mark Hale still down there in car number 580, dropped down a little bit, and Neil Horrell in car number 909 without any shadow of doubt increasing the distance between first and second places. It looks as if the 656 car could well have moved up into second place. They go down that back straight, that is the case. Anthony Burrow from Durham in 656 in that second position, and there's a little bit of a hustle up there. Car number 401, one of the star men, getting himself involved for a second or two there, but he draws away and goes on his quest to get a little bit nearer the front of the pack. Barry Gold in there from Bolton in car number 401, the man who's winding it up nicely all the way down the home straight. No problems for him as he inches it nicely around turns 1 and 2 down that back straight. Car number 909 and home straight down there, and he's halfway next time, Mr. Starter. So into the second half of this event in just a moment or two, with the leader over on that far side, 909 Neil Horrell from Dungerswell. There he is, no problems for him at all. 656 going through as well. Terrific as they go around there side by side. Mark Hale right away around the outside there, doing his best to go past car number 591. John Lawrence from Hitchin in car number 591. All credit to that car. Actually, the numbers now on the roof in particularly are much more clearer than they were last night. Car number 124 has pulled off onto the safety of the centre green, Daniel Rutherford. Obviously got a problem with his motor, as has Glenn Gregory in car number 75. It's 5 next time, Mr. Starter. So it's 909 and 546 up into second position at the moment, that last time round. And you can see him moving down that far side. The 546 car of Mo Brown from Boston moving up into that second position, coming round turn 4 into the straightaway of the home stretch all the way down there. Probably not enough time left, perhaps wanting to get any closer, unless the man who's leading, Neil Horrell from Dunkerswell, in car number 909 makes any kind of mistake, and he certainly is driving as such that he's not likely to. Comes out of that turn, 909, the man, Neil Horrell, in the lead from 546. Mo Brown in that second position. Isn't making any impression yet, and indeed is not bothering at this stage to get past back mark of Paul Galvin in car number 178. 656 is up there, and so is 591. All of them stretched out, and the red top there in the placings as well is Barry Golding from Bolton in car number 401. Off goes number 503, Rick Sutcliffe from Sheffield. He's moved off onto the centre green there. Down that back straight they go again, 591. Just slipping through on the inside, as Mr. Starter clearly indicates there's 2 laps to go for Neil Horrell in car number 909. Down the home stretch they go again, 546, 178 back mark, and remember. So in fact it's 401 who's in the frame there, Barry Golding, no doubt about that. 591 just behind him, and number 6562, Anthony Burrell also in the first places. Circulating round that oval again, 589 pulling off into the centre. And whoops, away goes 811, Simon Gledall there. Horrell goes across the line first in car number 909. We keep the rest of them going. One or two more to come across the line before the charts are checked. We've got them all, Mr. Starter. Thank you, Ian. Reds, please. Okay, the winner confirmed, Mr. Starter, for that first event, Formula 2 stock car sponsored by Stocks World. The winner, ladies and gentlemen, of the first event this afternoon, there he is on the back of the pace car. Let's have a nice round of applause, please. Number 909, Neil Horrell. Daniel Quinn from Dudley. Then we got number 782, a little bit further down now. That's Shootolf, Cambridge based. 321 is out there as well. 198, 186, 572. Number 875, special welcome to him. On about 177 and 870. No. Yeah, 875 we've got there. That's Ron Dion from Arnhem in the Netherlands. Scott Cooper there in 557. 532. Steve Patterson. 964. John Fortune from Midlothian, and car number 427, which was Malcolm Burton. Heat 2 in this afternoon's programme, sponsored by SCM Videos. Oh, and that's a bit of trouble over there. Car number 736 is the car that spun all the way over on that far side there. Could have been a little bit dodgy, but he gets away with it. And no real harm done. Car number 427 struggling down here as well. That's Malcolm Burton there, pulled off to the safety of the centre in the early stages. He'll be disappointed about that. Car number 753. We got down there. That's a long time since Andy Morris raced here in car number 753. That's certainly about that. Andy Morris in car number 753. Easing off down that far side. There's still a lot of them there. Just look towards the back of the pack as those blues all get tangled up there. Not the least the number 557 car who's right in the middle of that lot. Scott Cooper. He, in fact, a regular here at Northampton International Raceway, knows the track well, and who was also down here, of course, long before he moved into Formula 2 stock cars as an ex-mini stocks driver. So the leader coming through any time now, which is number 301. Here he comes. Mark Redham in car number 301, powering his way down the home straightaway. Eases it nicely into 1 and 2 around the pit bend turn. 85 and 969 are down there as well. Colin Dunford in car number 85, up into that second place by the look of it now, and chasing the leader all the way. Wareham in the lead in car number 301 from Dunford in car number 85. Car number 402 also powering his way nicely around here. He's still in the frame and no doubt looking for an opportunity to go a bit forward if he can. That's Mark Trout from Dewsbury in car number 402. He moves down that back straight. 454. It's another one that's moving well. He's just moved up a couple of places, and that's Ian Gardner from Torquay. Moves in there nicely and follows the 402 car round. Wareham coming under pressure over on that far side in car number 301 from Dunford in car number 85. Dunford eases off just a little bit as they go into 3 and 4, but Wareham knows he's under pressure as Dunford tries to come through on the inside of the home straightaway. Trying to shut the door is Wareham in car number 301, and it's halfway next time is to start, and indeed he does shut the door on him nicely. Car number 301 and 85 down that far side. 301 and 85. Once again, Dunford trying to come through on the inside, and this time he might well have the edge, and indeed he is, and it's Dunford who goes over. Will Wareham, in fact, to use the bumper to try and move him aside. He doesn't on that occasion, but he does have a little nibble as he goes round 1 and 2, and those two cars now drawing away from the rest of the field. In third position is car number 454, drop back a little bit. Then we've got number 402 and 198, Tony Hurdle driving nicely along with 61 too. And then they're just easing in there nicely and not giving any problem. Jonathan Haig in car number 61. Once again, all the way around there, easing it in nicely. 616 coming under a little bit of pressure from the man immediately behind him, Andy Foxall there. And the man who, in fact, was popping it in was the number 75 car of Jeroen de Jong. And it's 5 next time, Mr. Starter. 5 next time. .572 and 441. Little touch of the old bumpers there as they went round. Down that back straight they went. 557 and 532 and 964. All getting close as they go around that turn. .321 hanging in there as well. So as the laps tick by, will there be any changes? Not likely. Dunford, Colin in car number 85, the man actually leading the pack. No problems for him at all. Colin Dunford in car number 85, just easing himself around that turn. Mark Wareham in that second place in car number 301. Not likely to get any closer at this stage, I don't think. Car number 198, in fact, bouncing down there quite nicely. Tony Hurdle, an ex-Superstocks man, in fact, who's made the change when he has been and had the opportunity to drive quite well. Comes into the home straight again. Trout in car number 402 might be getting a little bit of help in hand from the number 454 car of Gardner in a moment or two. But as the last lap board goes out, we'll keep an eye on Dunford in car number 85, leading the pack down the home straight away and into 1 and 2 for the last time. We're on the last lap, and it's 85 and 301 in first and second places. Well stretched as they go down that back straight into 3 and 4. The checkered flag is being prepared. It goes up and it comes down, and it's Dunford who takes it in car number 85 from Wareham in number 301. And as to the rest, we'll check the charts carefully. 2 lap scorers on duty at the moment, and that should do the trick. That'll do us, Ian. Thank you, Reds, if you would. And a quick word when this is all over, please, up in race control. There we go then, ladies and gentlemen. There he is, Colin Dunford, adding yet another race victory to his tally this weekend. As usual, please put your hands together and let's hear it for him. Here they come. The man in inside pole position. He's been around for some time, and who knows what might happen this afternoon. From Truro, 717, Mike James. And at the side of him at the moment, just dropping a little bit behind the defending champion. He doesn't need any further introduction. 218 from Manchester, Rob Speak. A man who can certainly turn it on when he needs to. 152 from Stevenage, Nick Sauder. From Plymouth, 667, Tim Farrell. From Lancaster, 658. was 9. Delighted to see Chalky with us. So there we are, we can see the presentations being made. Still they come. Bill Batten there in car number 167. Good afternoon, Mr. Batten. Gavin McKinstry there in car number 74. There's more to come, of course, a lot more. Very popular Dutchman from the Netherlands there. Over on the far side. So Colin Hickman 778. They come through the race controls. In number 732 from Huddersfield, Daz Kitson. From Cornwall. Number 13, Andy Ford. Next in line from Liscard in Cornwall, 778 Colin Hickman won the title in 1975 at Bristol and in 1976 at St Austell. Driving car number 123, he comes from Wisbech, Snowy Crouch. From Spalding, 742, Adam Brand. Again from the Netherlands, number H44, Ben van Dijk. From Welling, Garden City, 410, Paul Braxton. From Morecambe, number 99, Steve. This one, I'm sure. It's always a pleasure to see him from Lake in Staffordshire, 559, Bert Finnegan. From Carnforth again, slightly out of line, but nevertheless there from Northern Ireland, NI16, Alistair Murdoch. Sauter is about to take his place in the lineup, so all right, I think we're ready to go for this BriSCA Formula 2 Stock Car World Championship. Gentlemen, are you ready? Start your engines. home straight. So the 717 is the starter. Okay, so that little lot being sorted out. We're just under away suspension quickly as we get those vehicles moved. Puts the bumper in on Mike James, and Mike James is catapulted away on that turn, but he's still in that second position. He's not, and Sorter's gone, and the leader's gone. They're all happening down here on the home straight. They're all gone, just making sure the drivers are all okay. Mr. Starter, there will be one full rolling lap start in the order that you see them there. Okay, Mr. Sandra, it looks as though we can get them underway. So, Rob Speak then setting the pace down there. Mike James right behind him. Andy Ford is not in the race order, but in the position that he was when the yellows were brought out. So, the green flags are out. We're underway for the remaining distance with Rob Speak in the lead in car number 2 and Mike James in 7 and Powell in car number 667. Down that far side, Speak moving down there rapidly into 3 and 4, down the home straight away again under the starters roster with Rob Speak, car number 218, Mike James 717, and he's halfway next time, Mr. Starter. Car number 74. Oh, and there's a bit of trouble there, 3 abreast as Andy Ford, the back marker gets tangled up. It looks as if 667, Tim Farrell is coming under pressure as well. McKinstry, car number 74. Dan McKinstry from Ireland in car number 74, looks as if he's up there as well. So is Dean Mason in 658, Ivor Collins in 505, down the home straight away though, they're a bit stretched. Speak beginning to pull away. James, car number 717, so it's Rob Speak, car number 218, coming out of that turn again, down the home straight, 218, Rob Speak from 717, Mike James in that second position. McKinstry could well be up in the third position, car number 74. Having passed the number 667 car of Tim Farrell, and that's in fact is the race order. McKinstry is up there in car number 74, and he's trying to close the gap now between James in second place and his own third position from Northern Ireland. Darren McKinstry in car number 74, really moving around here very, very quickly indeed. Hands the tail end out a little bit dangerously on that turn, but Farrell not able to take advantage in car number 667. And it's where they come down the home straight now. It's still 218 Rob Speak from Mike James in car number 717. And now Speak beginning to mix it with some of the back markers, so they go down that far side. James still in the running, he car number 717, although he's got a big gap in an event like this to make up, but who knows what might happen. Nothing's decided as all that checker flag goes down. Off goes Farrington in car number 259. Looking back up front, it's still Speak in car number 218 from 717. Mike James and those two seemingly drawn away from the rest of the pack. What have we got there? We've got McKinstry still in that third place in car number 74. Mike Farrell in car number 667 and 658, bashing his way down there very quickly indeed. He's Dean Mason, and in fact he moves Farrell's side. It could be Mason who comes up to place in 658, followed by Ivor Collins in 505 and John Mickle in car number 4. They're all moving very rapidly around this race, but still up front is Rob Speak in car number 218 from Mike James in 717. Then you've got this gap until you come to car number 74. Dan McKinstry. McKinstry coming around that turn nicely with 5 next time, Mr. Starter. Out goes Collins in car number 505 on the top turn, and he's taking car number 70. Brian Shadbot with him. Those two performing on turns 3 and 4. No other problems though as the traffic goes through, and we're still in full race order as they move rapidly down and around this circuit. Rob Speak in car number 218, looking all set to hang on to his title for yet a further session, and why not, taking advantage of everything very nicely indeed. Mike James in car number 717 and Dan McKinstry in car number 74 still up there. And let's have a look and see what's happening. The closing few laps, James is getting up there in car number 218 and 717. James has definitely closed the gap just a little bit. Will he be able to continue to do so in what's left of this event as James goes hurtling down the back straight? It's Rob Speak still in the lead in car number 218, coming into the home stretch away up against a lot of back markers. But Mike James is still in pursuit. Car number 717. He looks as if he's getting a little bit closer each time round. And as they go down that back straight, it is still speaking. Car number 218, followed by Mike James in 717. And James is really doing his best to try and shorten the distance and get into earshot of this 218 car. The two-lap board goes home. It is still speaking. Car number 218, but James isn't that too far away. Will James get close enough to have a real launch at this man before the checker flag goes down? The last lap board is being prepared as they go down that far side. It is still speak, but James is very much in contention. It's car number 717 coming out of turns 3 and 4. The last lap board goes out. It's going to be 218 and 717, and Mike James getting a little bit closer. Is he going to have a go right on that last turn? Are we going to have a surprise? Let's see if that's the case. The speed goes down that back straight for the last time. It's 218 and 717. Mike James. Mike James isn't going to get close enough by the look of it, and the rank comes 3 and 4. And into the home straight away. And it's speak again. He's going to take the second flag. It goes up. It comes down. And speed takes it from car number 218 with 717. Mike James in that second position. There's a whole heap of trouble over there, but it looks Kinstry could be in third place in car number 74. Oh dear, what a race. One or two more to come across the line, Mr. Starter. Speaky there, flying around and making a spectacle of it all, and why not? That will do us, Mr. Starter. The red flags, if you would. The 1996 Formula 2 World Championships, sponsored by Anderson Racing Engines in association with Avon Tyres, subject to what will be a final check of the charts. So the steward's decision goes to Rob Speak in car number 218. Okay, so there he is, Rob Speak in car number 218, receiving congratulations. Dave Pearce out there with the handshake. Dave doing a good job for us out in the centre green this afternoon. All the folks coming forward to offer best wishes to the champion. Mike James coming through there. Third man, in fact, is Dan McKinstry in car number 74. Dan, if we could have you over, please, if you would. Dan McKinstry to the presentation line, please. 74. Let's give him a really big BriSCA welcome. Number 74, Dan McKinstry. In the second position in this afternoon's big event, from Truro, 717, Mike James. Let's hear it for him, 218, Rob Speak. Promotion in the Netherlands. Just a moment or two, as soon as the photocols have been completed, we have the first, second and third men with their glittering array of trophies there by courtesy of Anderson Racing Engines in association with Avon Tyres. A wonderful effort, wonderful trophies. Here's the room on the pace car for everybody. It looks as if there might be. Come on now. Okay, I think we're ready. Ladies and gentlemen, there they are. First, a second and a third. With their trophies, let's hear it for them, please, if you would. The 1996 BriSCA Formula 2 World Champion 218 Rob Speak. Mike James in second place in 717 and number 74 in that third position from Northern Ireland, Dan McKinstry. Looks as if everything is all okay. It's open as far as the lane is concerned. There's cars. There's two shutters here. So those cars are sealed. Sponsored by BriSCA Hardware. It's 66 and 45, 344, 68, 287 and a 351 Alan Cannon. Then we've got 335 and 205 Glyn Asprey, number 335, of course we're looking now towards the back Mark Woodall, 258 and 871 along with 464. This event sponsored by Racers Hardware. And it goes again. But it's Pete Ross, by the look of it, who's going to lead them into this turn. Pete Ross in car number 762 from Mark Green in 365. Only 590. My car in that might be, just to check that through as they go through again. They're all stretched out around here. This is Heat 4 of this afternoon's events for the Formula 2 stock cars. One hole in the fence down here on the home straight. It's still Pete Ross, car number 762, leads the pack all the way around there. Pete Ross Ross in 7.62 from Evesham, and 3.96 coming rapidly on from the centre green, and rejoining. Looks as if the driver's all okay down here. Marshall's on the spot anyway, which would indicate that's the case, and it's still Ross in 7.62 from the Alcock in 8.69, Mark Green at 3.65. Stuart Biddle going out a little bit wide there in Carnival 109, and problems for 3.44 up on that top turn. Phil Woodall, he's facing the oncoming traffic, fortunately out of harm's way. Oops, and that's another one gone, and that could be a bit dodgy on that turn. Car number 520, right out in the middle there. Jason Clark from Milton Keynes, he's in trouble. It was 55 in fact down here who was struggling. Mick Cees van Wooler from the Netherlands. And it looks as if 8.69's gone into the lead. Mr. Starter and the Alcock in car number 8.69 got into the lead. 65 in fact now in second place. Tom Meikle in car number 65. I think we'll check that through as they come out of that turn. So this could be quite interesting as they bomb down there. In fact, it looks as if 65 has now taken over. So number 65, Tom Meikle in the lead as goes down the back straight. Still in pursuit, those 8.69. Daz Rowe might well have come through it. Car number 318 seems to be moving around there very rapidly. And another man who's just gone in there in an effort to move the front car aside was Roy Perry from Rugby in car number 630. And it's halfway next time, Mr. Starter. So with halfway next time to go, will we see any more changes before that checkered flag goes down? The cars roar around here. Glenn Asprey in car number 205, who's won races here during this season, goes down the inside there without any problem at all. 205 coming through. Glenn Asprey, will he get any closer to the front of the pack before that checkered flag goes down? Well, we'll just have to wait and see. Plenty going on out there, there's no doubt about that. They're all fighting and jostling for positions. We've got one stuck right in the middle of the track, two of them down there. Fortunately, it looks as if at least most of the drivers know that they're there, but they're in a very vulnerable position, particularly that 396 car, as the cars go hurtling down the home straight. Who's in there? That's Brian Barlow, in fact, in car number 396, and he probably wishes he wasn't. He's fired it up, he's going to move it, and thankfully he's all okay. And we've got 5 to go next time, Mr. Starter. We're keeping an eye on things down there. Just off the racing line, that particular problem by the look of it. 65 then the lead car. 295 closing. .65 and 205 in first and second placings. 65, Tom Meikle on the inside. Glenn Asprey, is he making a move? It looks as if he might. And indeed he has, so it's Asprey who takes over in 205. And indeed he has, so it's Asprey who takes over in 205. In this event, sponsored by Racers Hardware. 205 then, Glenn Asprey there he goes. Oh, and away goes Daz Rowe down here, right in front of us in car number 318. We're in the closing stages. Two lap board is out. Simon McNabb goes too late to do much about his situation at this stage. Asprey then in car number 205, already chopping and cutting his way through the back markers. 65 still in that second position. And our starter gets the checkered flag ready. It's going to be a win by the grid for Asprey in car number 205. Lynn Asprey winning the Racers Hardware sponsored event for the Formula 2 stock cars Heat 4. Sponsored that event by Racers Hardware. Just another reminder that Racers Hardware, of course, provide quality race parts for the auto racer, BriSCA's #1 spares supplier. A rapid mail order service as well. You'll find them in Crowland, in Peterborough. All the details in your program. Glenn Asprey and ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that event, event 4 on your program, Heat 4. There we go, first time, flags out, no messing about. 33 cars on the grid. Getting Duptic Autos up the barn. There's my race, Hart over SD London, 16 laps, 33 cars. So, they're away, flying around there very, very quickly indeed with Colin Meikle in car number 969 and 736 really belting down there very quickly from 651 and 580. 66 to 616 to 368 and around goes the number 54 car without too much help from anybody, Martin Buckley. And around he goes, 811, that's just slipping up on the side of the road, that's... That's 811 in fact was Simon Gledall, who just limping around the outside and in fact pulls off over on the back straight. Cars wrapping the way around there very nicely indeed. Number 54, 427 going by along with Gary Drury in car number 321, but he in fact is pulling off to the safety of the centre, out of harm's way. Still a lot of them rolling around there. 736.45 stuck right in the middle of the track again. 736 and 969 over on the far side. Neck and neck as they go down there. And who's going to come out in front? Well, it looks as if the edge is to 736, but in fact the 969 car's just given him a little whop in the rear end and pushed him wide on turns 1 and 2. There's 969 and 736. The two cars are really in contention down that far side with Mark Hale in third position in car number 580 and 616 coming into the picture rapidly as well. And that's Andy Vauxhall. Down the home straight it is still Colin Meikle in car number 969. From 736 in second place, Hale around on the outside, but look at that 616 car battling his way through on the inside and moving into third place as they go down the back straight. 969 and 736 from 616, first, second and third, and in fourth place is Hale in car number 582. Still a lot of competition going on behind him, including that of Carl Lissett in car number 103, who's making ground rapidly from the nicely prepared car of number 322. Robin Loxton also moving through with quite a nice turn of speed. Meanwhile up front, it looks as if car number 969, Colin Meikle from bigger north of the border, has broken away. With halfway next time, Mr. Starter. So 969, 616 moved up into second position. And, oops, that was the third place man. Just lost it as he exited from turn 2. That's given an opportunity certainly for Hale to get up closer. And that's somebody else bustling through very, very quickly there. And in fact, it's car number 368 who was really pushing his way through. And away goes 368 on that top turn. And he's taken the 736 car with him as well. Graham Mellis in car number 736 out of contention at the very last moment, which is a bit of a shame because he was doing quite well. But that's put paid to his chances. So what's going to happen now? Well, it looks as if car number 616 is going to be the man, Andy Vauxhall, to make another bid for the front slot, and indeed he could do that. Kept a good line round there. And Colin Meikle on the outside with 5 next time, Mr. Starter, and it looks as if we've got a new leader, car number 616. He's already pulling away from the man in second place, and up into third place is Carl Lissett in car number 103, followed by Ivor Collins in 505, and then Mark Hale in car number 580. 742, Adam Brand looking as if he was lining up the car immediately in front of him to give him the old heave-ho. Didn't quite happen on that occasion, but I bet it will next time round. Car number 322, Robin Loxton could well have been on the receiving end there. Brand in fact moved in front, and Loxton it was who returned the compliment. Didn't do him much good, and whilst they were fighting it out, car number 532 whipped in to take a few places there. Steve Patterson really moving nicely around there, 532, chasing Adam Brand now in 742, but meanwhile over on the far side, it's car number 616, he's the man who's already drawing away from the rest of the pack. Ivor Collins doing his best to get a little bit closer, but there's only 3 laps to go, so it's 616 the leader, down the home straightaway, into turns 1 and 2, Andy Vauxhall, the Reddish-based driver, putting back marks behind him as Collins is in pursuit in 505. Collins from Saltash in Cornwall, really winding it up down the back straight, as indeed is it in car number 103. He's the man in third position. So first, second and third, evenly spaced as they come round in his first consolation, sponsored by Short Circuit Magazine. 616 the leader. Collins getting a little bit closer though by the look of it in car number 505. But whether he'll get close enough as the last lap board goes out remains to be seen, but he's trying very hard indeed. Keep your eyes on those two as Andy Vauxhall in 616 comes under pressure on the last lap from Ivor Collins in 505. Collins chasing him all the way down the home straight into turns 1 and 2. It is still 616 and 505. Very much in contention. And will we get the old push as they go down there? Collins winding it up. He has a go. Wallop it goes in, and it could be that Andy Vauxhall's pushed wide. And indeed that happens, and it's Collins who comes through right on the very last turn. Over the line goes Collins, a winner in car number 505 from Andy Vauxhall in car number 616. And Carl is in that third place in car number 103. A good finish there, and nicely timed from the wily man over there, 505. Ivor Collins from Saltash. He knows what it's all about. He's been long enough to do so, and timed his strike beautifully right on the very last turn. Hard luck to Andy Vauxhall in 616, but indeed took him through nicely. That will do us, Mr. Starter. Reds, if you would. results, but not before you give a nice warm welcome and a round of applause to Ivor Collins, number 505. On the grid for this second consolation. Sorts of things happening on that bottom turn. It just went a bit quiet, one almost rolling over them. That in fact was Mark Simpson, car number 871. Bill Batten's departing early on in car number 167, and it's car number 68 that's left high and dry right in the middle of the track down there. Dave Brennan, car number 68. So they're sorting themselves out now quite rapidly. It's number 67, I think that's Simon McNabb who's in the lead. There he goes, underneath the starter's rostrum and well out in front. Car number 67 with Jason Green in car number 441 in that second place. Moving up on the inside could well be Darren Rowe in car number 318, trying hard to get into contention, which he's been doing all afternoon. Car number 592 is up there, and that's Paul Sinclair from Bidderley, car number 590. Round the outside he goes. Car number 178 slides through there, and 124 is also right in the middle of the action. So car number 124, Daniel Rutherford. Right there, 590, 152, Mick Sorder also making ground down that back straight, and he could, in the position that he is at the moment, be well up front by the time the halfway flag goes out. It won't be going out just yet, but they're certainly moving around here quite rapidly. Somebody struggling over there on the top turn. The leader is still number 67. Down that far side he goes. Simon McNabb in car number 67, past that car, which is parked right up in the middle there, and all credit to Dave Brennan, car number 68, because he's not made any effort at all to get that race stopped or anything. He's in a bit of a difficult position, he knows that, but he's taken the necessary action, and he's still very much in the all clear. Let's hope that it remains like that throughout the rest of the race. The cars know that he's there now, and it's halfway next time, Mr. Starter. Still with Simon McNabb, I believe, in the lead last time round, 67 over on the far side, but the man who's getting close was Daz Rowe in car number 318, and yes, he's got it away, no problem there, lost the wheel in the process, but it's off the... He's right there, so there's no response. And Sorder's moved up into second place. Could well be up into first place very soon. He's just passed Daz Rowe in car number 318. Goes chasing after McNabb down on that back straight. Gives him a little nudge and moves through on the inside. So it's Sorder in car number 152, chasing down the home stretch indeed. There he goes, 152, 67 to 318. And 15, Steve Green coming into the picture as well very nicely. He has a go at the back end of Daz Rowe in car number 318, pushing him a little bit wide, moves up into third place, then goes herring after Simon McNabb in car number 67. Mick Sorder in first place in car number 152, coming out of turn 4. McNabb in that second place, but Daz Rowe dropping down a little bit as he's overtaken by Steve Green and moves up into that third position. It's 5 next time, Mr. Starter. So with 5 laps to go, it is still Sorder in car number 152, but moving up now on McNabb is Green in car number 15. He uses his front end as Steve Green to push McNabb a little bit wide in car number 167. There's 2 of them parked up on that turn, creating a little bit of a hazard there, but all the drivers know that he's all okay. Up front it is still Sorder in car number 152. Number 15 in that second position now. Good drive again from Steve Green in car number 15. McNabb holding on to third place in car number 67. Darren Rowe in car number 318 in fourth place, and then first of the star men to be making any impression happens to be Mark Simpson in car number 871, followed by Steve Dakin in car number 99. Will there be any more changes? Yes, there will, because McNabb's lost it in car number 67, and Darren Rowe's moved up in car number 318, and he's about to be passed by Simpson in car number 871. Out of their turn 4 goes the 152 car, the leader, Mick Sorder. some way in front now. Steve Green in that second place in car number 15, and then we've got Mark Simpson in car number 871. Dasrow in car number 318. He's goes a little bit wide there, but not wide enough for the number 99 car to get through on the inside. Dakin now trying hard again in car number 99, uses the bumper. The 318 car goes a little bit wide, and Dakin goes through in car number 99. We're rapidly running out of time as Mr. Starter prepares the last lap board for Mick Sorder in car number 152. Sorder comes around that turn, holds it very tight indeed, goes underneath the starter's rostrum, and he's now on his last lap in car number 152, well ahead of the second place man Steve Green in car number 15, and third Mark Simpson in car number 871. Then Dakin in car number 99 in that fourth position, and fifth is Darren Rowe in car number 318. Then we've got Simon McNabb still in the frame in car number 67, and a good effort from him. There's the check of Vladimir Sorder, who takes it in car number 152. Out of that turn for the last time comes Steve Green in second place in car number 15, Simpson closing, but has to be content with third place in car number 871. Dakin likewise in fourth position in car number 99. Darren Rowe in car number 318. As to the rest, well, we'll wait until the charts have been checked, but not a bad little effort at all the way around from those lads. 30 of them, 29 of them rather, in that stock car sponsored consolation event. Thank you, Mr. Starter. Reds, please. Mick Sorder then, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for him, please, having won that Stock Car Magazine sponsored consolation event. By Stocks Line for the Alan Benson Trophy over 25 laps. The green flag goes down and we're underway. 45 cars out there on the grid. Those that are qualified throughout. Oops. And there's Starman going in on that bottom turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 790 rejoining. Not a lot of room on this track, as you can see, as they sort themselves out. Oh, and that bottom bend looks a little bit of a problem there. Oh, they're going to sort themselves out. Marshall's right on the spot to ensure that drivers are all okay. That was 198 lifted wide there. There is room now for them to come in, and that's 622 going up and all over the place, and suddenly there is room. Lots of cars littered around that top end, but the rest of them have sorted themselves out. Marshall's on the spot to ensure that drivers are all okay. Off goes number 505 and 630. 464 rejoining. That bend is perhaps opening up just a little bit. Just keeping an eye on things. And we've got a problem. Wave yellows, Mr. Starter, please. Wave yellows. .869 the leader. 869 your leader. Okay, Mr. Starter, we're on a 25 lapper, so the stoppage there is before quarter distance, so it's a complete restart. A complete restart. Okay, so we set them on the move again. Neil Holl now car number 909 requiring push start, and it's full distance. One straight over again. Right on, Mr. Starter, do it again. Go again. Bumpers going in right from the word going. It's Andy Alcock in 869 who's leading them down the turn one or two. Now Starman are whipping about all over the place again. Car number 424 is the one that's high and dry in the middle of that turn. He certainly did move down there at a very rapid pace indeed. He restarts in his way. That was 424 who looked as if he could be in real trouble, Graham Bentham. So looks as if they got the cells stretched out a little bit now. Dunford's departed in car number 85. So what's happening? It's car number 869 by the look of it. Coming out of turn 4, 869, the lead car. Andy Alcock in car number 869 from Colin Meikle in car number 969, first and second. And then we've got car number 656 in that third position, followed by Andy Foxthorne in 616. And at number 909, Neil Horrell. Glenn Asprey in car number 205, first of the star men, of which there are many out there, makes his break, and he's leading them through actually. Right behind him, Sword in car number 152, just about to go past Mark Elliott in car number 117. Wareham's doing nicely over on that far side in 301. Leaders though stretched all the way down that back straight. It's car number 869 coming out of turn 4 again, once again underneath the starter's rostrum. Andy Alcock and Colin Meikle in car number 969 in that second position. Little bit of aggravation going on there with Andy Foxall in 616 as he moves into third place, going past the 656 car over on the top of Andy Burrell on that back straight. Asprey already very much in contention in car number 205, and not too far behind him is Mick Sword in car number 152. Asprey clogsing hard all the way around there, whips past the number 656 car and then goes back down there, and we've got another problem. Yellows, Mr. Starter, please. This time bring them down in single file. 869, 869.
On the street.
Right, and the green flag comes down, the power goes down, and into the corner there comes 869, your leader this afternoon, Andy Alcock, followed by 969. And in third place there, 616, with the first of the Starmen 205, Glenn Asprey there, followed by 152, Mick Sauter. Bumper goes in on 969 on 869, tries to get the lead, but doesn't have enough power there to push 869 Alcock out of the way. 205 Asprey now in fourth place there, closing right up on the leaders. Sauter just slipping away a little bit of contention there. But it looks like it could be Glen Asprey down the inside there. As they come round the corner, there's the 4 leaders in a pack of 4 there. And it's Glen Asprey moves up into second place. 616 is your new leader. Asprey down the inside. Asprey now going for the lead. The new leader now is Asprey on 205 there. Glen Asprey takes the lead in this afternoon's Formula 2 final here. Aggravation on the back straight for number 871 there. But still out in front, it's Glen Asprey in 205 as he comes around to start another lap towards the checkered flag. 616 in second place, and Mick Sorter now up to third. Sorter gets on the inside of 616 to take that second place. It's Asprey now from Sorter. These two reds now beginning to pull away from the other drivers in this afternoon's final. We've got 698 out there, Malcolm Lock in 401. Trying to make a move up through the places, but still out in front. It's 205. And a bit of trouble down there on the bottom bend. 790, Mark Taylor pulls to the infield there. That's the end of Taylor's race by the looks of it. But it's still out in front. 205, Glen Asprey, and in second place, 152, Mick Sorter. And we hand you back to commentator Ben Greenhalgh.
And over the remaining distance then of this final for the Formula 2 stock cars. With halfway next time, Mr. Starler, halfway next time. Just another reminder, this one is sponsored by Stocksline and the Alan Benson Trophy. We've got more trouble down there, 395, 99 and 67. The rest of them moving around here very quickly indeed. Down the leader, Glen Asprey in car number 205. Sorter certainly moving around there very quickly. Looks as if he's going to be unable though to make much impression as far as the Asprey car is concerned. So with the field somewhat depleted as a result of the various difficulties experienced in getting this final over, we've got Mick Sorter in that second place in car number 152, actually chasing Glen Asprey, the leader in car number 205. Down he goes, 205, down that back straight past the pit gate into turns 3 and 4. 152, 464 and 424, all there in a heap. Trophies for first, second and third, remember, when this one's over. 152, Mick Sorter, real championing on hard, hoping to get closer to Glen Asprey, but he's not likely to do so at the moment. 205. And around he goes. The 698 car sitting very low on the ground and diving underneath the number 99 car, but certainly that car of Mark Lock's looking very much smaller than everything else that you see on track. And we've got Toon Schut there in car number 30 as well. Whoops, he barges the number 401 car out of the way. 5 next time, Mr. Starter. So with 5 laps to go, then it's Glen Asprey in car number 205 down that back straight for Mick Sorter in car number 152. Toon Schut still making up ground, having a go with Mark Lock in 6980 on the back straight, 401 as well, looking obviously for an opportunity to see if he can move forward. And in fact, Malcolm Lock has a go at Schut as they come round that 3 and 4th turn, but Schut tearing away now in car number 30. Those chasing after the next 2 or 3 cars. It's 205, 152 and 698 in third position at the moment. There's the 205 car going underneath the starters roster, 152, and we're waiting for there it is, number 30 now in third place. So it's Toon Schut in third position in car number 30. Around he comes again. Is he going to get any closer? Probably not. 152 is the man in second place. Glen Asprey actually third in car number 205. Wallop, in goes the back end now, the number 424 car of Graham Bentham. Oops, straight into the Arco goes the 395 car. Last lap board going out. All of them still winding it up right through to the last. Asprey in car number 205. And remember, this event sponsored by Stocksline on the basis of additional per lap funding, which will be sorted out in due course. So there's the checkered flag. You will have someone coming through, Mr. Starter, to present the Alan Benson Trophy. One or two more to come through. us, Mr. Starter. Reds if you would. Could you see that Mr. Should gets his big trophy down there as well, please, as well as the final one for the first. Okay. Still more trophies by the day for platoons having photographs taken. Car number 1, 5-2, Mick Sorda. .205, Glenn Asprey. Okay. And he gets the afternoon's trophy as well, as far as Northampton's concerned. So, he got them all there. Toonschutt has got a whole array of trophies there on the front of his car, and gets the third place man and the best overseas finisher in the day final. So there they go, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, please. A nice big cheer all the way around. .557 Scott Cooper, 513 Roy Slocum, Daz Rowan 318. So in fact, how the drivers been sort of involved in getting in there? Well, of course, they started, all of them at the beginning of the season as lower graders, because it's that incentive that was intended. The fact that there are now 2 men at the top there doesn't make any difference as far as qualification is concerned. Starting in close grid order, as you can see, the feature Debbie's 200 final. It's a fast start, and they're underway. And it's Ginsharp by the look of it, is going to make it. Of John Lawrence down that home straight away. Oh, and that was Roy Slocum, I think, car number 513, who lost a little bit of ground, but my goodness me, he came back very, very quickly indeed. 318, and the bumpers are going to go in on that turn. Wallop, and in they go very, very hard indeed. And it's, oh, and straight in goes Dasrow. He's turned around and facing the right way, so that at least is something. Keeping an eye on that situation down there. Drivers look as if they're all okay. And it's, and we've got a problem, Mr. Starter. Wave yellows. Bring him to a halt. 258 in the lead. Just see if we can slow them down here, and they're well spread. Slow them down if you can. Don't let them go until they're really caught up. Right, so they're on the way. Oh, and a little nibble there right away. That was 591, I think. I'm going to go on the 557 car there of Scott Cooper. 177 Alice Gaiman right in the middle of the fray there, and who's that ducking up underneath those two cars there? And that in fact was Phil Woodall in 344, and my goodness, he seized his chances very well indeed. Dived underneath the 321 car, and it didn't look as if the space was there, but my goodness, he found it. Nice bit of driving. So out of that turn comes the lead car and the second place man. 258 in the lead at the moment. Belting down there, Lee Ginchard from Leighton Buzzard in car number 258 from 557 in second place, and those two are giving nothing away. The third place man 591 down that far side, and then on the Gaiman in car number 177 out of turn 4. The two leaders still battling for seniority down there, 258 and 557 into turns 1 and 2 again, and Scott Cooper loses a bit of ground in car number 557, enables Lee Ginchard to get away in car number 258. Still in third place is car number 591, followed by Alan Gaiman in 177 and Woodall in car number 344. Oh, and that was number 301 there, really stuffing it in hard, and Mark Wareham was the man who really did put the man immediately in front of him away, and it looked like 630 Roy Perry who was there. Now Perry will certainly try and return the compliment, but he gets caught up in fact, and that is exactly what has happened. The 54 car and the 301 car caught up. They're still in problems. The 54 car limping around the inside of the circuit, Wareham on the outside, still coming back for more though, mind you, was Wareham in 304, and off goes the number 54 car of Martin Buckley. Ross goes through in 762, scooping Scott Cooper in car number 557. So, a little bit of aggravation creeping in a little bit further down. So we're in the closing stages of this event. Mr. Starler getting the two-lap board out, all ready to go for league in chart in car number 258. Now then, has there been a change as far as second position is concerned? We'll know this time round, and no, not yet, there hasn't. Still Scott Cooper in 557, but the man in third position might well take him before the checker goes out. And he's going to have a little go now. Nudges Cooper on that turn, tries to slot underneath Cooper on the fourth turn. Doesn't quite happen, but this time it certainly will. So 591, John Lawrence, by the look of it, could move up into third position. Oh yes, they thought it's all over. It is now as the 258 car goes across the line, but who's going to finish second and third places? There it is, 557 Scott Cooper and 591 in third position. So that's the separate feature final, the Debbie's 200 for the designated drivers there who fought for those places on the grid throughout the season. And that'll do us, Mr. Starler. Overall winners as a result of that special feature. Well, league in chart obviously in 258, Scott Cooper in 557. So what's the Starman, and with this one racing for the Border Trophy. Another annual event which takes place at World Finalist, and we're delighted and very happy to welcome Mr. and Mrs. Fortune here this afternoon along with their trophies. And so there we go, a lot of cars out there racing over 20 laps. A lot of them out there, they're sorting themselves out. Remember, Glenn Asprey's got it all to do. The leader goes through, and it's New York car number 869 from the number 441 car in that second place of Jason Green. And there's oops, and it's a little bit of an altercation going on down there. 205 Glenn Asprey, he goes rocketing his way through there. 869 Jimmy Alcock's through. 441 Jason Green and the number 54 car of Martin Buckley. 698 Mel Glock gets stuck in there as well. 103 Carl Issett right in the middle of there. 142 228 410 622 99 and number H32 and Schutt. Oh, and they're all getting in there. That's 622 who went polling in there. And that really has upset the apple cart a little bit further down the grid. From well in. So let's get back to see who's doing what. Right up north, right up front there. Cork up in car number 29 is there. So is number 44 just behind him. That's Ben Van Mike in car number 44. And away they go. So it's 869 and 54. 301 up there as well. So it looks as if John Mickle's making ground as well. Gary Drew is just behind him, and Bill Batten coming in for a little bit of attention from what looks like 532. Steve Patterson there. Patterson doing his best to move on the inside of Batten. Doesn't quite work for him. 559. Bert Finnegan having a go. Look at those bumpers going in. Glenn Asprey's right in the middle of them as well in car number 205. And 464 also goes bombing through. Robin Drysdale, more trouble down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's hope that they can get that sorted out. Is there a way through? Well, most of them are finding it. Looks as if the drivers are all okay. One or two of them backing off, hoping that that will sort themselves out. Two of the Dutchmen involved there. And it's halfway next time, Mr. Starter. And 152 has taken the lead. 152. Straight in there, and that looks as if Bert Finnegan in 559's just departed into that little bunch there. They're moving, one or two of them. So let's hope that opens up and we do not have to have another race stoppage. 464 going through there, whipping right on the inside there. So at least they're all round there, and here comes Sauder in car number 152, still rattling his way around here. 869, is he still up in that second place? Well, we'll have a look to see. Yes, he is indeed, so all credit to him. And Adam Brand in third place, is it, in 742? That indeed is the case, and Brand is motoring down there. In fact, he's just about to take that second place from the number 869 car of Andy Alcock. So 7.42, Adam Brand moving up into second place, chasing after Sword now in car number 152. Sword down that back straight, got a very comfortable lead indeed. Adam Brand in car number 7.42 in that second place. The third placeman is car number 869, Andy Alcock. Alcock goes through on the inside there. Ricketts disappears in car number 228 in that little altercation that's gone on turns 3 and 4. But one of the Dutchmen, this looks like coming out there, and in fact it isn't. It's Steve Green in car number 15. Bill Batten dropping back in car number 167 as a result of earlier problems. And the number 29 car there. Oh, and it's 5 next time, Mr. Starter. And all sorts of things happening down there. Cars steaming merrily away, but at this stage drivers all okay, and we're into the closing stages of this last event of the afternoon of the Border Trophy for the Formula 2 stock cars, the Grand National Championship qualifying round, and a good afternoon has been had by all. So car number 29 then goes on the inside there. That's Cor Schutter, in fact, in car number 29. He's got a problem with the back end, as you can see, but nevertheless it doesn't appear to have slowed him down too much. Lots of cars going in there, and away goes Locke in car number 698, having to take the wrong way round. And in fact it was Mark Wareham who popped him away there in car number 301. The number 29 car has now disappeared into that gap down there of the chicane formed by those cars parked up around turns 3 and 4. Meanwhile, Mr. Starder is clearly indicating the race is rapidly running short of time, and Sauder in car number 152 comes moving round there very quickly indeed, with the number 30 car in second position, 152 and H30 in second place. And quite interesting because Toon Schutter's really gone through there very quickly indeed. So the last lap board goes out. Sauder in first place in 152 from oh yes, shame that Toon Schutt doing so well, and until he lost the wheel it hasn't slowed him down particularly either. Will he get around that turn safely? Down it goes, 152. And quite a remarkable effort from Toon Schutt, who crosses the line with just one front wheel operative, which has got to be something that the magazines will no doubt pick up and talk about. So, if we can have our sponsors down to the start-finish line, please, for this event, first, second and third. Our starter will look after you. That'll do us, Mr. Starter, thank you. So there we go. Congratulations to the three lads again with their additional trophies of first, second and third. Mix order, Toon Schutt and Adam Brand, 152, H30 and 742.